Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left, group 2 is in the middle, and group 3 is on the right. This reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you might find yourself in. You will find down below in the description box the timestamps for this reading along with the cards that I'm using. There is a link to my Facebook page where I'm sharing oracle cards most days of the week. There are currently no private sessions for a little while as we approach the school holidays, but I will announce when I've opened up some sessions for mid-April soon. So that being said, I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Goldstone Moon crystal, then this one is for you. So Goldstone Moon encourages independence. It is a stone of ambition and originality, self-expression, embracing your uniqueness. There's a lot to be said about embracing your uniqueness in this reading today. This is a stone of reveling in your unique talents, sharing those talents with the world, and it can also speak to unexpected fame and prosperity as well. So group 1, I wasn't even sure I'd make it to this reading today because I came down really sick on Monday, only 2 days ago, with my first ever COVID, and oh my gosh, it was really bad. Like the aches and the fevers, and I am so fortunate to have the most beautiful nutritionist for a sister, and she has given me the most amazing supportive supplements, and that has really pulled me through. I really don't think I would be feeling how I am today so quickly if it wasn't for that amazing support. And she actually has 50% off initial consultations until the 30th of April. So I'm going to put her information in the description box below. It is Bethany Rose Nutrition, and then I'll put the discount code there as well that you can enter in at the checkout if you're interested. She does consultations via Zoom, and she can do all sorts of testing for all sorts of conditions, and helping with stress and sleep and energy levels, and you name it, she can help you there. So I'm going to put that information down. I'm really grateful for that supplement support and how it's gotten me actually like feeling okay, because it was seriously absolute hell. If you've had COVID, you may be aware what it can be like. It was really painful in the body, and anyway, I'm feeling so much better. Thank you so much to my beautiful sister Bethany. And now we're going to jump into your reading, group 1. So it is a heavy reading, I'm going to admit it, even though we have this beautiful optimistic goldstone talking about independence and originality and stepping into your uniqueness. I'm just noticing a big scar down the center of this crystal that I've never seen before. A really deep scar that runs all the way through. And there's even one point there, it's almost like this is where it happened or something. I'm wondering if you're dealing with a very deep trauma or a very deep scar right now. Okay. All right, let's go. So we're going to start with the past energies, which do look like a bit... actually, maybe we'll start with the astrological signs. We can see here we've got a card for Scorpio up there. We've got Sagittarius's energy on the table. So is Cancer, Aquarius, and Scorpio again. So yeah, let's jump into your reading, group 1. So right, we've got the little bit of time. I'm going to take my time today because I still do feel a little bit low on energy, but gosh, so much better. 7 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the Hanged Man in your past energy, group 1. So this is really heavy lifting energy mentally, I'm feeling here. We've also got the 6 of Cups confirmed by the 5 of Wands. So there's this looks like perhaps a lot of drama, a lot of intensity here, where I feel like you've just been sort of stuck stuck in one spot for some time now, just really thinking about the past and what's happened, and feeling really lost, feeling at a loss for the way things have unfolded in this situation. It could be like a relationship, it could have to do with family, it could have to do with somebody you've been with for a very long time. There could be some conflict in the relationship or conflict in the home, or with this person that you've known for a very long time and feel a very deep connection to. It could be your sibling, child, family, lover, it could be anybody for you, but it feels like you've been really going over in your head everything that's happened between you both, and you just can't seem to make sense of this situation. I feel like you would deeply like resolution in this situation, but you don't know how to get that, and it feels like it's out of reach at this time. It feels like you're just being left to sit alone and contemplate everything, and with nowhere to turn and no one to talk to. That's how I'm feeling for you at the moment, Group 1. I feel like you feel betrayed, or by life perhaps, or perhaps by a specific person. You may feel like perhaps some of your behavior wasn't honest in this situation. It could go both ways. There's a lot of confusion about this situation, and I feel like you really wish you could get some answers, but no matter which way you look at this situation, it's like you can't seem to get the answers that help you feel a sense of liberation or freedom or even closure from the situation. I feel like each time you have reached out to this person or tried to make amends, it's either fallen on deaf ears, maybe they've blocked you. I'm seeing 555 on the time of recording on my end, so 5 is the number of conflict and changes. It can be a really hard, difficult number, a challenging number. We've got the 5 of Wands here as well to really speak to that. So it's like every time you may have tried to work things out with this person, it hasn't seemed to come to the results you would like, and it just, there's a big sense of confusion about where to go from here and what to do. And it's like you've been sitting in the rubble of this ruin and sifting through everything, trying to work it out. So moving into the current energies, we've got the King of Wands, who is sitting on his throne facing directly over that other energy we just had of the past and all of that. So it's like, even in this position where you find yourself now in the King of Wands energy, although there's a sense of, I feel like you have no choice here in this situation as to where you're standing right now. You may feel a little helpless at this time. We've got Temperance in the current energy, along with 5 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles in the week ahead. So you are certainly deeply reflective of everything that has happened here, and I feel like you're trying your best to, again, make sense of the situation. There is a sense of acceptance in that things are outside of your control in this situation, and so you do need to just let it be and take stock for a moment, take a break, take a pause, take a bit of time out. I do, absolutely feel like you're still deeply in thought over this situation and this person and what to do about moving ahead or how to address it. I think, very fixed on the past at the moment and finding it quite hard to just put it down and move forward and move on. That seems like almost impossible mentally at this time. I'm trying to make sure I read your energy and not also mine, because I am very low of energy and tired, but that could also be you, because I'm just picking it up quite strongly coming in now, just the exhaustion. But I'm trying to make sure that's also not mine, because I'm a little different in energy today. But I do feel like that is yours that just came through. It felt like a channel. So absolutely, just exhausted with thinking about it all and not actually being able to put any effort into your surroundings and yourself and your wellness. I feel like you do want to, and there are some efforts going into it, because honestly it feels like you've got no choice, and you know that if you don't do something somewhere, then nothing's going to change. And so maybe just, I'm sort of getting the idea of like just starting small, just picking up one thing around your home or your space and just neatening things a little bit, just to sort of, just one step at a time sort of stuff. For you, group 1 this week, it feels, yeah, like a little bit challenging, and that you're just needing to find a bit more balance and healing, and give yourself plenty of time while you reflect on the past and come to terms with where things are at this moment, at this time, and not really taking action towards this situation, but rather finding peace in the acceptance of what's happened. And I think moving through the stages of grief as well, because there's certainly a sense of grief here with the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. She's not looking very impressed in this energy. So it does speak to feeling like all of your efforts have been in vain, or that it's just been a waste of your time. Maybe you're feeling like you've put in a great deal of energy and time into this situation, and it's all come to naught, or it's come to it hasn't come to what you'd hoped it would anyway. So there's this sense of disappointment in regards to your level of abundance right now in life in general, not adjusting in regards to this connection, but I also feel like this is in regards to your own life and what you're creating, because I feel like a lot of your life, your health, your projects maybe they've been put to the side, or you haven't been able to give them your whole spirit, your whole energy, all of your passion, because of other situations, like a whole series of issues. I feel like this is not just one issue with this person. I feel like it's your own personal issues as well that actually have nothing to do with them, that really need addressing, and different areas of your life, different family relationships, work relationships, the relationship you have with yourself. Like I'm just getting like a really, like all across the board, like really needing you right now is what I'm getting from this really badly. Like you need you. I think you're missing out on yourself at the moment, and you really need yourself right now. It's almost like you want to say to someone like, hey, she really needs you, or he really needs you, or it's you that needs you. Be there for you. I feel in this one, like quite strongly. It's actually quite sad. I feel really, really sad in my heart on this one. I'm trying not to connect to it too much because I want to sort of spread my energy carefully today. But I feel that I could have jumped in there, and I'm glad I didn't, because it feels quite heavy and deep and really sad. So I'm trying to read it without going into it. It's hard to do. So I'm not like, and then that comes through with a smile, which is not appropriate for the energy I'm trying to read. Sorry. Okay. So I feel like you are currently trying to take some baby steps towards healing and feeling a little bit better about your life and what you're working towards, but it does feel very slow moving, and that might be a little bit frustrating for you. So over in the challenge area, we've got the Chariot, the 6 of Swords, 2 cards of movement. There's actually a lot of cards that talk about considering traveling or moving away somewhere for this group. So that might be something you're thinking about, traveling, or maybe picking up your life and starting over somewhere new, or just maybe taking a break to get away, a bit of a trip or something. It does feel like there needs to be a great deal of change for you here. So the challenge is literally moving away when you feel so trapped. I feel like what I'm getting from this is somebody is moving away from you, and I feel like you feel very stuck in this position, and you want to offer your love to them, or you want to offer maybe an apology or some form of reconciliation conversation you want to have with them, but you're feeling very stuck in your ability to come forward with that in a way that would be effective, or that they would hear you out. I feel like they're moving away from you potentially, and are unreachable for you at this time. I feel like they're quite confident in their decision in moving forwards with their life, because they know that Spirit's talking to them, I feel, and they know that's what they need to do. I'm getting that message here with these pictures. But I'm also seeing that your challenge is moving on yourself and letting yourself be free of this situation, and then spending some time really putting your energy back into you, because again, you need you right now. You really do. You need your friendship. You need to be your own parent. So you're needing that parental connection with self. The inner child is really needing that comfort, connection, and play, support, understanding, validation. All of these things you're really needing. I feel like it would be really beneficial to talk to someone, if not a friend, a professional. I think that would be really helpful for you to get some things off your chest, because I do feel like I feel really emotional. I feel like crying at the moment. It feels pretty intense. So I just far out, group 1. It feels really, really sad. Goodness, I don't want to cry. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit sick too, group 1. Go easy on me. It does feel like there's a lot that needs to come out. So group 1, you're feeling very trapped to your emotions and your inability to come forward. I feel like you really want to come forward with something here and make a step, but you're being so trapped by your own fears. And I feel like your fear of failure, or your fear of rejection, or your fear of the past repeating itself, all of these fears seem to be holding you back, and you're really needing to take a step forward in your life, in your journey, starting just gently with self-love and coming into a more clear mental state. So I can definitely highly recommend good nutrition for that, to help you with looking after your body and your mind. Of course, it is a fundamental level of self-care, is nutrition and mindset and all of those things, being really gentle with yourself here. So in what will help with this challenge, I'll keep going to say group 3, so if I've said that, I'm sorry, I mean group 1. But we've got the Tower here. We've got the Tower and the Star. We've got the 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. So it feels like this is going to be messy. It acknowledges that this is messy, and it's going to be messy. But you've also got what it takes to move through this challenge. The advice here is to accept that which is falling away from your life and let it fall. It does feel like there have been a lot more people perhaps involved in the collateral damage of this situation than you had hoped. Perhaps it feels like more people have been involved than needed to be, or more people have been affected by this situation than you or this other perhaps party had anticipated. I feel like there's been a lot of damage, not just to this connection, but to the people around you. And I feel like there may be some relationships that need repairing based on that, and that may take some time. But certainly a message here is to trust in what is falling away. Hold on to yourself quite tightly. Trust that you are ready for the changes that are coming in, and that you can support yourself, and that it's a really good idea, again, to speak with friends, connect with people that can support you with the 3 of Cups here. Even though this is extremely painful, this loss and this great sense of change can be really scary, you will come to see that this is going to be worth celebrating one day, even if you don't see that right now. But I do feel like it's important for you to reach out and speak to friends, or perhaps a professional who can help support you emotionally and mentally with the changes, and help you see on the bright side here with the Star card. This is all about optimism and feeling like the stars are aligning. So this also does speak to the destruction that has happened here. It was meant to happen. This is meant to unfold in this way, to clear the way for something else. So we'll see about that. The underlying energy for this reading is the 5 of Cups, Pentacles, followed by the 9 of Swords. Okay. So the Five of Cups is this energy of feeling I was going to say withheld. You may be feeling withheld from something. You may be feeling, this can also be about being under the weather. I am feeling a little bit Five of Pentacles today, a little bit low on energy. This can also be about this person is left out in the cold. So this can be about abandonment wounds that have been triggered, or feeling a great sense of loss and loneliness and isolation. Sort of like you're having to go through something very isolated on your own, and that being really, really hard to move through, and sort of feeling like there's no hope in this current situation, feeling extremely trapped with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords on the bottom as well. So lots of fears about how this is going to turn out, I think. Lots and lots of concerns and fears here. So over in the further, like, this is meant to be guidance, but I kind of felt like this is prediction energy as well. So I might read it as both. We've got the Page of Swords, Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is an impulsive moment that may happen yet down the track. It may have already happened for some people, where somebody who's this could be your energy, where you're watching over this person or this situation from the past. And there may be a moment where you feel very impulsive to come forward and deliver a message to them, to try and find resolution or something, to maybe provoke a reaction from them, maybe to find resolution, depending on what energy you're in, where you're coming from at the time. I feel like this is prediction energy when I saw it on the table, that there is going to be a conversation that maybe brings a lot into the light, that reveals a lot of information so that you can move forward. It may give you a sense of closure. Maybe this conversation's already happened. For some people, this could be somebody who's watching over your energy. This reading could be vice versa. It could be you fit yourself to the situation, but it does look like there's a lot of information going back and forwards at this time, and like a conversation perhaps being had. Or if not, it could also be talking about gaining the information you need to help you with movement forward, because this is all fast movement forward energy. This is all unexpected sort of. So it could be a conversation, it could be anything that comes forward and makes things sort of give way. It gives you the information you were looking for, I think, here. Just looking over at the Goldstone information, and it does have the note of unexpected prosperity. So this, I honestly do feel like this is an unexpected event yet to happen this week in regards to this situation, but you will know. I feel like you're still gathering your own information and plan about your own path forward, your own future, and where you want to go as well. For those that are looking to travel, there's more cards here indicating travel, and I feel like you haven't quite got your plan yet. It's going to take a bit of time to hash out the details. There's still some clouds around in these images, so there's still a bit of doubt, there's still a bit of fear, there's still a bit of uncertainty, but you're gathering your plan. Maybe you're gathering the words that you want to say to this person. You're sort of taking your time, I do feel. Even though this is a forceful amount of energy coming through quickly, I still get the sense that you're taking your time with movement forward, where to go, what to do, because you're still holding on to the past as well. So it's a bit in between there. So in the outcome energy, we've got the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, and Death. So I do feel here, this is honestly a relieving energy to see in the outcome after going through so much stagnation in these cards, so much fixation on the past. To see this energy is a lot nicer. So it could be that you have reached out, sent or received a message here. I feel like this is you maybe reaching out with a message and waiting for a response from someone. I do feel that could be the case here for some people, but I do feel like mostly this is about you getting ready to leave the past behind and go on a new journey. The King of Wands is up here reflecting on the past, and now you're in Page of Wands energy in the outcome. So it's like you're willing to take up a new adventure. And I get this travel energy from this one as well. So it doesn't, and this as well actually, there's almost all the travel cards are on the table. So it might be a really big consideration for you to move away from where you live, or to really strike out on a brand new journey, as scary as that might be. I feel like there's a lot of curiosity about what the future has to hold, or you will step into this energy if you're not there yet. If you're not very excited about the future yet, you will start to, as you come into the acceptance and the grief and loss phases, I feel, as always, the sun does come back out again, and it will for you too. Where you start to look to the horizon after you've really decided to let go. I feel like you're coming into this place where you are getting yourself ready to truly let go now. And that may take a little bit more time yet, but you're closer than you've ever been, is what I'm getting in this outcome energy. Not in the earlier cards, so it may take you this week yet to come into this, but as I get to this point in the reading, I do feel like you are coming to this place of acceptance and release, and therefore transformation, ready to move on, ready to see what is next for you, ready to embrace the death, the endings, and the transformation that's left to come. So I'll go over to some of your oracle cards now. This beautiful card was first. It is the Wild Rose. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness, untamed. This is a card of just absolutely marching to the beat of your own drum. This is somebody who does not conform to the norm. This is somebody who is unique and beautiful in their own special way, and creative and talented. So I do feel this card is also to speak about when you are off on your new adventure, to not rush yourself to fit any mold or any scenarios. Go out into something fresh and new for yourself, and to explore yourself deeper, explore what you... I feel like there's a whole new version of yourself that you're yet to explore with this card and in the chapter ahead. So do not shape yourself to fit anywhere that you don't belong. Acceptance. All right, so we also have Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio, along with Don't Let the Past Hold You Back, South Node. So yeah, this is definitely resonant with the other cards we have here about really holding on to that past and feeling a great sense of fear of transformation, fear of change here with Scorpio's new moon energy here, working through those fears to get ready for a new journey and new chapter, and believing in yourself and believing that there are actually good times ahead. There are blessings ahead, even if this is a great sense of loss. It's all not over. It's not the end. We have I trust in divine timing, and I am ready. So even though she says she's ready, her hands cover her face. So there may again be a little bit of fear about the journey ahead, and just sort of trusting spirit to guide you here. There's like a bit, yeah, I'm getting this sort of, that whole vibe. So as much as it may be really daunting, you are ready for this. You are ready. You are ready. You are. I just want to keep saying, I feel so many weird sensations now in my heart and my throat. So you might want to maybe do some, or as I always recommend, a bit of dancing really clears that heart and throat. But there's so many other beautiful practices for that. We have, in choosing embodied presence at this time, I attain clarity, recognize my innate empowerment, and awaken my natural healing energies. In choosing embodied presence at this time. So this is about being with yourself for this journey. Actually quite nice to see that with the Temperance and the Five of Cups in the current energies, because this is somebody who is being with themselves. This is a healing card, dipping toes in the water here. There's this beautiful pathway towards the sun in the background. This angel is here to protect, heal, and guide you. This is a card of balance and healing, surrender and patience while you move through through this sadness and this loss. It's see these cups are almost spilling out into the exact same waters she dips her toe into. So it's like, I do feel like this is you being there for you, and being present with yourself as you move through these stages of grief. I feel like this is not about running away from the situation or running to momentary pleasures or distractions, but rather stepping into this healing and being there for yourself, feeling your way through the motions, coming to acceptance and releasing it as well. It's quite a big process, and it's an everyday thing. It's not just done in a day. This is a showing up every day and letting go every day. And it's through that you attain clarity, recognize your innate empowerment, and awaken your natural healing energies. You will be divinely inspired as to what you need when you are in those moments. You can absolutely receive messages of clarity for what you most need. Spirit will open up that dialogue with you and speak to you. Sometimes it'll just be about taking a simple walk to clear yourself. Sometimes it'll just be about checking off some things on a to-do list. Whatever it is, it'll come to you, whatever you need, as long as you move through it, not around it or away from it, but through it. All right, so self-loving prompts. We have let go and move on. Don't allow the past to prevent you from moving forward. We've got that here a fair few times here, you know, with the don't let the past hold you back. We have start saving. Having some savings behind you will make you feel more at ease, respecting your relationship to money. I have crown chakra, which came out with negative thinking here. So I do feel like this is, especially with the work through your fears energy here, I feel like this is about you coming to acceptance of the situation you find yourself in, coming to acceptance of where you're at right now and what you can do with what you have, and how this situation may actually be happening for you, not to you. So shifting your thinking about the way spirit guides you with the crown chakra card here, and how you are actually connected to everything. And then there's actually a really fantastic opportunity within this situation, as painful and challenging as it may be, to find your own innate strengths. Sorry, there's a motorbike going through my backyard. I hope you can't hear that. My neighbours. Yeah, should be all right. What was I saying? I think you got that about crown chakra and understanding, yes, that the situation is perhaps happening for the betterment of the unfolding of your life, and all that you have to learn for yourself here about your ability to attract and create the life that you want based on the way you perceive your reality, especially when faced with a challenge, or the way you feel about yourself as well. So we've got self-exploration. So I do feel that here quite strongly, actually, that you've perhaps been forced into this situation a little bit here. Like, it does feel like it's outside of your control, and you know, sometimes it's through desperation that we make the greatest changes of all. Sometimes it's through desperation that we really get to know ourselves in ways we wouldn't have otherwise, and try new things because we're just so desperate to find something other than this, you know. It's not always a bad thing. So we have crystal healing as well. You may like to work with goldstone, your crystal from this reading, or perhaps another crystal that calls to you. Oops. I'm getting malachite for some people in this group. Malachite might be something you want to work with. I'm just feeling green crystals, green aventurine, emerald perhaps. We've got shadow work here as well. Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. I do feel like this could also be helpful done with a practitioner of any kind, an alternative therapist, or a talk counsellor, anything that helps you out. I think really unpack some of the deeper patterns, conditioning, wounding, things like that. I feel as well that this The people of this group may be artists as well, and so some of that expression, some of the darker emotions maybe can be really channeled into quite beautiful art or music for the people of this group. Not a bad idea. We've got bounce back, do not give up, all is not lost, get back up and keep trying. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then the higher self messages, we have learn when to say no, avoid clutter, slow down and quiet your mind. Don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. I feel like this is a really important time to challenge yourself to be able to move through these challenges and show yourself what you're made of and what you're capable of and how you can rise again. Do not be afraid of the situation. Like, absolutely work through your fears. Don't run from them. Be willing to let go of everything you once thought to be true. You're really being stripped of so many things right now, but it's to bring you to a fresh canvas. If all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. You may be looking for a divine intervention or something to come along to really rip you out of this current situation, but it's going to take progress. It's going to take you building, I think, here. It's going to take your efforts to really chip away every single day here, and then you will find yourself so much higher than you were. I think that's what this card is talking about. Not waiting for that big moment when everything gives way and changes, but rather doing what you can every day to be that change. You will find your place in the world even when you don't know how. One step at a time, it's guaranteed. You have so much to offer the world. Don't ever doubt your contribution. Explore the possibilities, and it's okay to be different. Don't try so hard to fit in. Another beautiful card of embracing your uniqueness. The wild rose, do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness, untamed. So group 1, that's all I have for you this week. It does feel like quite an intense reading, and I know it also seems like you're going through quite a lot here on your own, and I'm really grateful when people message in the comment section down below, and then other people coming in to offer their support and understanding and resonance, because we're often all going through so much of similar things at the same time, hence we all connect to these pick a card readings. So yeah, I feel like it's really beautiful to even seek out and offer support in comment sections as well. So it's really beautiful to see. I'm grateful to see that. All right, group 1, I'm going to leave it there for you beautiful people. Sending you lots of love and strength for the week ahead, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 1. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Hagalaz rune, then this one is for you. So group 2, I wasn't even sure I would make it here today. I ended up catching COVID only 2 days ago on Monday. And if you've had COVID before, you'll know how painful it is. It was my first time and it was really bad. Lots of aches and really painful. But fortunately, my beautiful sister is a nutritionist, so I already had a lot of great support from her with a bunch of supplements to get me through that I honestly don't feel like I would be feeling as great as I do today if it wasn't for her beautiful support. So I'm actually going to link her details in the description box below, because she currently has 50% off initial consultations with her via Zoom. She is Bethany Rose Nutrition, and she can run all sorts of different tests for you to work with any sort of condition, sleep, stress, diet, all of those things. She can help you out there. So I'll put her beautiful information in the description box below if you'd like to connect with her. If that's something you were interested in as a nutritionist, then you'll be in great hands. I know I'm so grateful. So here we are, able to go ahead today, and let's start out with the energies on the table for you, group 2. What have we got here? I can see Sagittarius in the exact same position as group 1 had it. So and I'm using a different deck today from group 1. So we've got Leo, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo is here today, Sagittarius again. Actually, there are some synchronicities with group 1 and 2, so you may find that group 1 you were called to as well. So yeah, let's jump in with the past energy. It does feel quite intense. And actually, no, sorry, the rune. My son chose this rune today. And Hagalis is the rune of unexpected disruptions. So it can be about limitations and delays and feeling like forces outside of your control are having their way with your life at this time. But you will, the thing about this rune is it always comes to show that whatever disruption has happened has actually been of benefit for you in one way or another. So even though you may feel held back right now, spoiler alert, things lighten. We'll get there though. Let's start with the past energy of the first cards out were the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. We've also got the Hanged Man. For some confirmation cards, the 4 of Wands was in there too. From confirmation, I've got the Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Swords, which is just bang on like what this rune was saying about unexpected delays and things that cause concern, right? There's anxiety here, there's a lot of pressure. The key words for these cards are cruelty, oppression, completion and ruin. So really, really heavy hitting cards in the past energy. I don't even know what to grab. I'm sort of feeling all over the shop. So 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. This is exactly that energy of feeling really weighed down by situations outside of your control, feeling very helpless, feeling stuck, sorry, feeling very bound to the situation you're in. I feel like this could have a lot to do with your home life or your community environment here with the 4 of Wands. It could be big changes around the home or a relationship that has ended or a job that has ended and there needs to be a move that's happening and it all seems too much at once. Perhaps you've been let go from a job and that's very stressful, or it could be coming to terms with a great deal of change that feels outside of your control. For myself this week, I can definitely resonate. I had this week planned so many things to do. I scheduled myself off and now I am isolating and not doing any of those things outside of my control. But hey, that's what's happened. Your situation might be a little bit more dire than mine, but especially with these heavy cards here, it certainly looks like a great deal of stress in regards to the past energy and where you felt quite stuck and unable to find a direction to move forward. And it seems like some challenges come up feels like it's set you back again or made things harder. The underlying energy for this reading is actually strength. So it is absolutely talking about your ability to persevere and have the willpower to rise again and face these challenges as a problem solver, embracing the change with your strength rather than fearing any changes or fearing a challenge. It's rather about making the adjustments that are required because you have what it takes to do that, regardless of your circumstances. So even if things have knocked you down, I'm getting that energy of, yeah, and what? Getting back up and I'm doing it again, or I'm just going to keep trying. Maybe you do get knocked down and you're not feeling, oh yeah, and what, straight away, but I do feel you will get there again. You will bounce back. So in the current energies, we have, first of all, the Temperance and the Tower. So this is current energy. So this is, being a bit patient and gentle with yourself while you move through a tower moment or a big challenge. This challenge could be yet to come in your future. This could be like you can maybe already feeling it build up to some sort of climax. That may be the case for you because this is in future energy, this tower moment. So this is indicating that you I feel like the advice here is to just be patient and let things fall away if that's what's happening in your life. If things are just crumbling and falling away and things are being destroyed, then allow them to fall away and just hold on to yourself here with the Temperance card. Have balance and remain patient and hold your composure. I think the world around you seems to be spinning a little bit here. So further cards we have are, how did they come out? Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles and the Prince of Pentacles. This is really good energy after having a Tower moment, after having so much heaviness with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords, something that has ended and you're having to pick up everything that is left, and perhaps you're holding on to the past a little bit too much as well, not certain where to put things, not certain where to, I feel like where to offload as well. I feel like there's a need to offload some of like just venting some stuff as well. That might be needed for you. That might be necessary to talk to someone, so you can get some things off your chest. And I feel like that you maybe not been able to do that, and it might be really important to get that opportunity. I feel as well that with the Tower and the Temperance card, it's asking you to not get bogged down by the details of everything that is changing, of everything that is difficult, but rather just take a step back. Know that you are guided by your angels here with the Temperance energy. You are guided through this chaos and destruction, and that if you just take a step back and sort of zoom out a bit and see, how do I say this? I think so many sentences just came cramming through at once then, and now I've got nothing. Don't you love that? I feel like this is about, I feel like just letting all the details and all the lots of little bit, don't grab onto all the little bits of crap is sort of what I'm getting here. Just sort of zoom out, let it all fall, and realize that it is happening for you in that way. I think like a big step back is needed to just witness it in that way. Don't attach to it, if that makes sense. That may be so much easier said than done, oh God. But there is help coming is what I'm getting next. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Prince of Pentacles. So even if there's a great deal of change and chaos, this may not even be something that massive. It may be a restructuring within the business or company you work for. It could be like it could be so many things, just a massive restructuring, and that which hasn't been solid or built to sustain will fall, it will crumble. What's not meant to be will fall away at this time, and that's meant to, and that's okay. And you just maybe need to take a couple of adjustments to adjust to the situation as it changes. But I do feel like there is support available to you, Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and that things are going to get better after this Tower moment. This Tower moment seems to clear the air, and I'm getting with the Eye of Ra up the top here and the lightning that this is actually going to bring a great deal of revelation, a great deal of insight and a great deal of awareness into the situation that actually benefits you in the long run again. So that makes a lot of sense. God, Jackson, he always chooses the greatest crystals, and he's always had a very special connection to runes ever since a little boy. When he was tiny, would just give me a random rune sometimes, and I would then go look up the meaning, and it would be the message I need. And when he was tiny, he put the rune for safe travel in his car seat, and I'm like, how did you even know that's the one? He does love it. I've always noticed his special connection to runes, so I'm very, very proud of him and his choice there. It's a beautiful choice. And it does also speak to seeing the reason for the chaos later down the track, but I feel like you're going to see it a little earlier than down the track. I think you're going to realize it pretty quickly once you let go of the change and let go of the need to control any change, and just let it fall and sort of just have patience with it, with yourself, be gentle with yourself, and sort of see it from a higher perspective that you don't need to control the change. You can actually just take a step back, let it reform, and then maybe reapproach or something like that. But anyway, And we do have here potential assistance for some people if that's what you're seeking. I feel like this is a group that doesn't ask for help very often, so maybe you need to speak up there and ask for some help. But either way, an opportunity is coming to move you forward and away from the chaos and into something to start again, perhaps. Maybe it's a new job, maybe it's like if there's been a restructuring within your company, then it's to step up into a new role or to just continue on with the new plan. Basically, it's like sort of like a new plan sort of energy here. So with the Six of Pentacles, generosity and kindness, somebody in a powerful position may be coming to assist you or help you. Maybe it's an organization that you're asking for assistance to help you move. Maybe literally help with moving. Maybe you've sold a home, there's been an ending to something rather large and it's time to up and go, so you're needing maybe assistance to purchase a new property or find that rental or get a new job, or all of this stuff here. It's about getting the help you need to move out of the chaos and into the next chapter of opportunity and prosperity, because that is what is available for you. Yes, it's going to be slow with our favorite Prince of Pentacles. Nobody wants to see him when it's something we really just want to get up and out of, but the good thing about him is he is so reliable and methodical. He gets things done correctly, so chances are you won't end up with another Tower moment anytime soon when you are in the energy of Prince of Pentacles, because he is so careful and he's not really so future orientated. Rather, he's just here taking one step at a time and making sure each step is carefully calculated to be of benefit for the next step ahead. So there's no rushing, there's no miscalculation, it's just slow, steady, calm, and a great deal of presence embodied as well. So a new opportunity, potentially a new job is available for you here. A new chapter, some new growth. Okay, as well, actually, for some people, this is about health as well. I always like to see that with the Pentacles, about nutrition and diets and exercise. When I say diet, I don't mean like dieting, I mean like what your actual diet is, what you eat, like of that kind. Because I do believe that perceptions around these things have everything to do with our growth and success in those areas. So yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Prince of Pentacles does look like a fresh new beginning, something new that you are growing, a new project, or maybe it's again something to do with your health and in a way that you're treating yourself. And it's about something that you're committed to in the long term, in the long haul, something you are ready to embrace. It's a new lifestyle change, or it's something you are ready to commit to and start at the bottom and work your way up. It's that sort of energy, starting fresh and new, but you are going to need help with direction perhaps, or if not direction, or it could be a different kind of assistance, but either way it helps you on your path, and to lighten the load and for you to work through some things as well. So in the challenge area, we've got the Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Wands. That's pretty heavy challenge, of course, because we have got heartache and betrayal and a lot of pain, a great deal of pain. It could be physical body pain as well. It doesn't have to be just emotional, but I do feel emotional, especially next to that Eight of Cups, because that is of the emotions and releasing things that don't serve us anymore. So walking away from something that you've perhaps put a great deal of effort and energy into, especially when we see the Ten of Wands at the start there, the Four of Wands. It's like this is something that it was close to home for you perhaps, or something that was within the home, maybe an incident or a series of incidents, or I'm actually seeing like a ball of yarn that's all knotted up, so it like maybe like lots of different threads and chaos, and like just almost like I'm just hearing never ending or something. So it's like something that's just like far out, just bouncing from one thing to the next, or like I don't know what that is, but it's messy and chaotic and untangleable. Is that a word? Undetangleable? Yeah, it can't be resolved, it feels, whatever that is. I don't know. It feels so there. I don't know how to describe it, but it does feel like it's in your past. And it's better off just because you digging through that is not going to help. I don't know who that's for. Maybe everyone? Okay, let's just move forward. 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups. So the challenge is for you truly to move on. The challenge is to let go and let yourself come into this new chapter, which in the week ahead, this is in the area of the week ahead, those cards I had just before with the Temperance and the Tower. So the start of the week may have a Tower moment if you're not already still, like maybe you're already dealing with it currently, maybe it's to come in the next 1 or 2 days. But after that, you will get assistance and everything is going to get easier. Once things are like illuminated, or the shocking factor happens, or the answer comes in, or the information, or whatever it is comes and shocks the Tower, and then everything can sort of come to light then, I feel, and it'll be of benefit. So the challenge for you at this point is, moving on, letting go of the heartache and letting yourself have a new beginning, and sort of like figuring out what that looks like and where you want to go. Maybe it's also to do with travel, like Group 1s was quite the message of looking to travel, and the 3 of Wands can be a travel card where we're looking out to the horizon of what's next. So in the energy of what will help with the challenge, the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Princess of Cups. So taking a leap of faith with the Fool card, a new beginning, giving yourself new opportunities to try new things, to trust in spirit here, especially with the High Priestess next to you, trust in your own intuition, trust in the sacred wisdom that you embody. I think this is about finding joy and lightness and gentleness in life with the Princess of Cups. We've got this beautiful dolphin here representing play, so maybe catching up with some friends and finding connection that is soft and compassionate to hold you at this time. We've also got this beautiful lotus of awakening that the dolphin is holding as well, so I feel like maybe like a more spiritual friend who can help hold space for you or be there for you. Maybe even a spiritual group might be really nice. Maybe a Reiki session would be beneficial for some people here. I'm getting Reiki quite strongly actually. Maybe like a group Reiki session. I feel like I'm actually getting a message here about people that work in the medical profession and people that are healers. So I'm getting that this is also about trying new things in regards to your healing modalities, your practices, looking to study something else maybe, looking to branch out and expand your horizons when it comes to your offerings, your intuition, your abilities, your talents. This is massive when it comes to your growth. Like this, whatever's happened here, I feel like this is a bit of a career reading, a bit more about your life purpose than about a relationship. But not to say that this pain hasn't come from relationship. I just feel like you're being redirected to what's most important in the chapter ahead, and that is your work and your self-development, I feel. So this is massive here. It feels like you are really coming through your own sort of gateway into the next chapter that is actually going to bring about a lot more creative expression, fun, play and connection than what has been recently. So if there's been a chaos change up in your workplace, or maybe you've been left without a job or something, do trust that that's to put you in a place you will feel more welcome, you'll feel more effective perhaps, you'll feel more impactful, you'll feel more connected to the people you work with or something like this. So the change that is happening for you and you can navigate it. The Princess of Cups is also the card of artistry and expression in that way, musicians, poets, all of those beautiful expressions. So I feel as well to channel some of your art, channel some of your feelings, your expression into your art would be really beneficial for you here. Making new friends, forgiveness as well with the Princess of Cups. It is a card of compassion, forgiveness and emotional processing in ways that is gentle and self-caring. So moving through the emotions, and maybe I feel like sort of listening to, absorbing or reading some spiritual type wisdom, spiritual scriptures and things that help with mindset and awareness when it comes to challenge and change might be beneficial as well. I feel like you're learning a great deal about yourself through this current situation too. So stay open to what you're learning about yourself here. So further guidance, it just gets better and better, Group 2, it really does. The Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles is next. So this is like your fire is coming back with the Ace of Wands. This is a huge channeling energy, somebody who's very, very connected to their source, to spirit, to their guides, and somebody who can channel really strong messages for people in need, somebody who has, I think you have this innate ability to understand people and see them truly and deeply. But this further energy here is talking about your success when it comes to your job role, perhaps. This may also be to do with the social media presence you have growing, or putting more effort into putting yourself out there. This is absolutely you being asked to believe in yourself and share your work, share your dreams, believe in your higher purpose. This beautiful and Prince of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles over there in the path ahead with the Eight of Pentacles here as well is such a wonderful combination for somebody who is really growing and progressing in their career, in their talents, in their self-development, in their body care, in their mindset awareness, in their home space care, like everything. This is somebody who's just showing up and rising to their potential in all that they can be. You're really encouraged to share your message, share your work, promote yourself, put yourself out there, because it is going to be received beautifully. The Eight of Pentacles, I feel like this is all of this combination here is just stepping on the stage and shining. It really, really is. And you may not feel that right now, especially with this current energy starting out in the reading with the Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, heavy hitting cards there at the start. So you may not be in this energy yet, but it is coming, and you are advised to believe in your work, believe in your talents, believe in yourself, enough to put yourself out there. And I feel like this is also about motivation as well. I'm just looking at this card, I want to pull it up now, about exercise. So getting your fire back in that way as well, really putting your energy into your body and into your life in different ways, showing up, stepping up, giving your time meaning. Victory, big time. Okay, in the outcome energy, I love it. We've got the the Queen of Pentacles. So we started with the Ace of Pentacles, then to the Prince. We've got the Eight. Now we have the Queen. See this slow, steady progression after a Tower moment. So whatever crumbles, it may put you back at square one in one sense, but truly you're never back at square one, because you're just constantly on this ever journey of life. So there is no square one, that doesn't exist. Maybe a new beginning of certain type, but not square one. Either way, so much growth and progression happening for you here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit here. The Hermit, again, especially next to the Queen of Pentacles, is somebody who's a little bit self-sufficient, right? Guilty, me too. But it may be beneficial to ask for some some support and some help, and to reach out to other people. You don't have to do everything on your own. However, I feel like it's almost impossible to tell you that, because I do feel, group 2, you are extremely self-sufficient and kind of need to go it on your own quite often. So Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit, I feel like this is about going it your own way, very, very much embracing your unique individual expression, your unique talents. We've also got the Universe, which is the world, and the Lovers as well, Gemini's energy. I don't know if I said that before. I don't even know if I read the signs, but it's all good. Yeah, I did actually, I remember. Okay. I'm a bit foggy. I'm not 100%, but damn, so much better considering only Monday I was over there on the couch like dying. It was so bad. COVID is awful. If you've had it before, you will know, I guess, and I can't believe I've gone this long without actually getting it. So very, very blessed again. Thank you, Bethany. Again, her details will be down below. I just can't thank her enough right now. So yeah, outcome energy, absolutely beautiful. It's like, yeah, while you may be taking a bit of time out to heal and get back in touch with yourself, and it's sort of like a mixed bag where part of you is sort of hiding away and sort of tending to yourself and your own personal changes, and then the other part of you is sort of being called out into the world and being called to take those steps into the next chapter and into the world, into your community. And so yeah, I feel like I may be a little bit split in half with this group. at times in the week, but obviously this is just about honouring your needs as they come up. So some days you will be internal and hermit mode, that's okay. Other times you'll be ready to really share your magic, your art, and put yourself out there into the world as well. So just go with each day as it comes, group 2, but you are absolutely forging a whole new energy for yourself here, especially with that Ace of Pentacles coming in. So much change. There is completion energy here with the World card, and the baby that she stands on signifies the underdeveloped self. So I do feel here that there's a great deal of personal development and learning in this current situation, but it is only to put you on the path of your highest good here with the Lovers card. This is about your higher purpose and making decisions that are in alignment with the world you wish to create. And really, I think this is also a big stock take here on what belongs in the path ahead and what doesn't. And I think it's about being really honest with yourself about what needs to go and what can come with you, and needing to take the time out to get honest about what that is too, with the Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles. I do also feel with the Queen of Pentacles again that indication of looking after your body, with nutrition, exercise, good resting, good balance of work and play, work and rest, having a beautiful home environment that makes you feel restful as well and makes you feel abundant and grateful, those sorts of things, really caring for what you have. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, she is someone who's, the grass is greener on her side of the fence because she's not really bothered at what the other side looks like. She is watering her grass. This is somebody who tends to their life. They tend to their body. They tend to their home environment. The Queen of Pentacles is a very present and abundant, self-sufficient queen. But don't get hung up on the gender. That can be a male's energy, of course. So the oracle cards we have is the Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, and be gentle with yourself. Absolutely needed here. Just go steady while things are changing. We have I embrace change. She does look a little scornful in this image. So while the change may be shocking at first, you have, oh my goodness, there's a massive butterfly. I've never seen one this big in my backyard. It is like that big. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a sign for you guys. I really wish you could see this. It is huge. Wow. It is so big. It's like the wings of a bird. Whoa. Okay, so that is the perfect timing for that butterfly to come in, group 2, for you to talk to you about, no matter how scornful you may feel about these changes. You'll come out the other side as the most magnificent butterfly. All this growth as well behind you. Don't be afraid of the change. Please don't be afraid, because you have a higher purpose in this change as well. This is another wonderful thing. So whatever's happening here is only to push you where you're meant to be, only to direct you to your actual purpose. That butterfly is not going anywhere. Stunning. And then we have I am a problem solver. Yes. Yes. Very much yes. That is 100% your energy, especially with the Prince of Pentacles energy here. That is problem solver energy. That is just, right, what can I do today? What can I do today to make things better or to make things run smoother for myself tomorrow? What can I do today? What can I do now? All you need to know. It's all you need to worry about. So next card we have is looking at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So these cards coming out together is a beautiful indication here that with look at the bigger picture, I get with this full moon, there may be, especially with the Tower card, an illumination of sorts coming in that helps you see the bigger picture. You are asked to let go of the nitty-gritty details. Again, with the Temperance card, to sort of zoom out and see things for what they are, and sort of look at it as an opportunity for growth or an opportunity for you to see truth, and then make the required adjustments. I feel like this is more of a response rather than reaction energy. So take the time you maybe need to process before you take action. But adjustments are required, and you have what it takes, because I am a problem solver, don't forget that. And that you can embrace that whatever changes come your way, you've got what it takes. And just again, trusting that there's higher purpose behind all of this. Don't forget that. Please don't lose sight of that this week, Group 1 or 2. Group 2, please don't lose sight of that. It might be hard sometimes, especially like maybe in the current energy, to lose sight of that, but just hold on to your truth. Hold on to that knowing that you are so guided and you are so protected, and that everything is happening for you, even if it feels so chaotic and hard to manage. So the next card we have is Cleansed and Energized. The sacral chakra births radical loving change to transform potential into paradise and dreams into destiny. So cleansed and energized. Cleansed kind of brings me back to that tower energy, which, yeah, radical loving change to transform potential. This is certainly speaking about everything we've touched on so far. And I do feel like this is about letting the way be cleared so that you can be birthed anew. It's sort of that Ace of Pentacles energy as well. Embracing transformation. And then turning potential into paradise. So I think it's about seeing an opportunity, again, within chaos and change. An opportunity to see your potential. Yes, bring it back to the Strength card, of course. Because you've got what it takes. Whatever this is can't knock you down. Like, maybe it'll knock you over, but it won't knock you down. Does that make sense? Like, we can get knocked, but you won't. You're such a fight. You'll bounce right back. I know it. Okay. All right, we've got in self-loving prompts for the week, we've got social media detox, and maybe just taking a bit of time out to connect with yourself, connect with your spirit, getting into nature. Don't get so busy that you forget to get outside and take a nice walk in nature as well. I do feel like that's really important for you to maybe do a bit of meditation and a couple of mindful practices to help you connect in with yourself and just sort of disconnect from the outer world for a little bit. Just where necessary. We've got practice gratitude as well. I think this is really helpful for you to stay centered and strong in your center with your truth when we keep reaffirming what is good and what we do have and what we are capable of and what we are grateful of and how we are supported and the things that are, really hold on to those, because they will help you get through. Change a bad habit. Beautiful here. And along with exercise, I've got to definitely think about hitting up my sister for some beautiful supplements here to support you if it's change a bad habit when it comes to your diet and things like that. Overeating, drinking, or anything else that is not serving you. Change a bad habit. Replace it with something else. Truly, that's how it's done. It's just to replace it with a different habit. Maybe a better one. Own your power. Fix the external by changing the internal. Own your power. This is, again, believing in yourself. And if the external seems to be changing outside of your control, this is absolutely a card that tells you that you've got everything inside of yourself to make the adjustments that are required, to find the perfect solution, to be gentle with yourself while you come to that energy, while you come into your power as well. There's no rush. You take as much time as you need to process and feel and consider and process some more, meditate a little before you take any action. There's no rush, I don't feel. Life may have different circumstances for you where you feel rushed, but yeah, I do feel take your time there. We've got get a massage. You deserve to be pampered. Make your appointment this week. I made my appointment this week, but now I'm isolating. I'm going to have to wait. Oh dear. Get a massage. I think that this can be any type of beautiful therapy, though. It doesn't have to be just a massage. Maybe it's acupuncture I'm getting for some people, or whatever alternative therapy, healing, relaxing therapy might work for you. Maybe it's a Reiki session, or something to make you feel supported, and I think it really goes with the rose garden energy as well, of just being gentle with yourself, and just, yeah, I think you deserve it and you need it right now. We've also got exercise. Love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. It doesn't have to be strenuous, but it just and starting with a nice walk for some people, or maybe a nice like yoga session or something, just to strengthen your body and feel connected to your body and be in the body, not so much the head, which I think would be really helpful for this group this week, is to come out of the head a little bit and into the body, because that can be another beautiful way to process and open up that channel as well, to sort of not try and just come into the body and be busy with your hands or something like this. Can really help open that right up. If you need to break rules, do it with conviction to make a difference. Don't stop living your life because of someone else. It's okay to not have all the answers. They will come to you when you need them. You miss the beauty when you are stressed. Be gentle with yourself. Be messy sometimes. Let it all go. I hope that motorbike is not too loud. That is my neighbour. Explore the possibilities. I think this really comes in regards to look at the bigger picture as well, and the tower, and sort of after that exploring what opens up to you there, and that there's, I think, limitless potential on the path ahead, and a lot of opportunity that you can't see yet. Let go of the idea that you're not ready. And that is all I have for you this week, group 2. I hope that reading gave you some sort of comfort, clarity and guidance, and although it does look chaotic at the start of the week, things are going to improve for you. Just believe in it and be gentle with yourself. Okay, it's getting a little noisy out here, so I'll leave it there for you beautiful people. Look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Othala rune, then this one is for you. So group 3, I'm going to start off by saying I'm a little low on energy today, a lot better than I was on Monday. So only 2 days ago, I came down with my first ever COVID, and it was so painful. If you've had COVID before, you may be aware of just how much it aches the body and brain and just keeps moving to different areas of the body. But fortunately for me, my sister Bethany is a clinical nutritionist, and she already had me on this Reparase powder, which is amazing immune function support and a bunch of other things as well. That's actually what they use in her clinic to help people with COVID. So I was already taking that, fortunately, and by yesterday, so only 1 day of crippling pain, by yesterday I was so much better, and today I'm here. I didn't think I would be doing the reading this week, so really, really grateful for my sister's amazing support. And I'm actually going to link her clinic down below, Bethany Rose Nutrition, because she actually has 50% off initial consultations at the moment via Zoom, so she can work with you with anything at all: immune support, stress, sleep, all sorts of things that can be addressed with nutrition support. So absolutely, I'll put the discount code down below along with her website. If you are interested in nutritional support, then 100% go see my beautiful sister Bethany Rose. Okay, so let's jump into your reading now that we can be here. So I'm going to start out with the energies. I can see Gemini is actually quite strong on the table here twice, and so is Cancer. I can see, yes, Cancer's here quite strongly. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leo and Aquarius. Scorpio's here as well. We've got a big bunch of people on this one. Pisces, yes. Taurus is there as well too. I can see you there. Yeah. Libra. I see you. Okay, that's about, or it could be your energy, could be part of your chart that's really highlighted right now. Yeah, Capricorn's here strong as well. I do get you're a very hard-working person, group 3. I can see that here. So starting with the rune, this rune is one of possessions. It can also talk about inheritance, so inheritance of property, inheritance of character traits, maybe. You could be looking at some of your family lineage and maybe even some family conditioning and patterns, that you wish to clear yourself of. There's certainly an indication of perhaps some things to do with siblings and family within this reading. You can definitely see a lot to do with siblings for some people, and we have things like inheritance and siblings, we can be sorting out perhaps the possessions of somebody who has passed on and left some things behind to be sorted out. So this can also be about wealth of experiences as well, and it's inherited wealth that can't be sold. It's that sort of quality of value. So interesting choice from Jackson today. He never lets us down though, does he? So let's jump into your past energies, group 3. We've got the 3 of Swords with the Lovers, the 6 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. I actually really love the 6 of Swords depiction. I chose this deck. Everyone got a different tarot deck this week, but this one actually matches this card because it's wastelands. Sustainability, slow down and tend to your garden, wastelands. And this person is running away from a literal wasteland. Okay. So that's really interesting. We'll get into all of that and how it all ties in together. But what we've got here in the past is a decision that you've had to make. It may have been a really difficult decision to remove yourself from a situation that was either painful for you or it feels like outside of your control. I do see here strongly for some people, this is the loss of somebody in the family perhaps who have passed on, and you're being left to deal with everything that has been left behind by this person perhaps. Like the rune says, inheritance. So you may be sorting out with your siblings, a parental's belongings or something like this, or an aunt or someone or a nan. I just do feel like for some people there is the handling of assets and possessions and things like that. That obviously is not for everybody, but I can see that here, especially with the heartache, the lovers. So it's sort of like having to go through all these possessions. We've got a moving truck in the background here as well. So it is really it's some heavy lifting, a bit of hard work, and digging through maybe some old memories here. Obviously that's not for everyone, so I'm going to bring it back and read for a more generalized reading here. And again, it is still a heartbreaking decision, a heartbreaking moment perhaps that has led you to a decision to leave something behind that meant a great deal to you. But in leaving that behind, you've actually come towards into something more harmonious. You're coming, whatever it is you've left behind, it's like you've already, because this is still in past energy, it shows that you're already out of maybe the worst of it in a way, and you are determined to make things work. You're determined to make the best out of this situation for yourself, even though it's really hard. I feel like you're a freaking fighter. Like group 3, I could feel it. You are so driven, and I just want to say you're successful. And even if you don't feel very successful in what you're up to, what you're in right now, the way you handle and navigate this is only going to bring you out the other side of this successfully. I think you will need a little bit of help perhaps along the way, but we'll get there. So moving forward, and you are going to, we need a little help. We'll get there because it's in your hand, 3 of Pentacles. That is help. That is cooperation, collaboration, teamwork, and coming together with people. Even if you have different ideas, different experiences, different backgrounds, it's learning from each other and collaborating and sharing. I also feel like for some people this is just you getting messy with life and the creation of life and what's next for you. Like, see how she's quite impressed with the painting she's done. She's got paint all over her though, so she's made a bit of mess along the way, but it was all worth it in the end. It's a bit of blood, sweat and tears here, a bit of heavy lifting like I said before, but it's going to be worth it because you're going to be so happy when you get to the other side of this. I feel like you're already coming into the other side now, just because of the way the cards are placed. Everyone in this reading might find themselves a little bit in a different area of the timeline, maybe not quite there, maybe well into the better times. I can definitely see that for a lot of you, definitely further into the better times, and that something is resolving, things are clearing, things are getting easier, things are becoming lighter. You're moving away from this wasteland. You are needing rest. I do feel like you're a very driven and motivated, busy person, and perhaps you may be someone that burns the candle at both ends as well. So you are needing a bit of rest and to take it easy. But I can certainly see that there's the new opportunities that are coming in for you are definitely more supportive of your dreams and the things that you wish to create. I feel like this is a lot to do with your career as well. For some people, it kind of feels like a mixed bag. Group 3 is always a bit like that. I definitely, again, took a couple of times to get started on Group 3. I had to go and grab myself again because I know a little bit because I'm not at my 100%. But Group 3 does do that to me a little bit, where I'm a bit disorientated of where to go and how to interpret the message properly. The underlying energy, I'm just going to jump over to 9 of Wands. So I see the world underneath that actually, which is brilliant, really brilliant, because it is the completion of something. And we've even got over here, I'm going to pull this up now too. We're all over the shop for your reading. Not uncommon, Group 3. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. It's a nice card to come out with the world here. But with the 9 of Wands, it does show that you are very tired. You are very exhausted by everything that's been going on. I feel like you've had to, keep pushing through every single day, push, push, push. Again, very, very tired. You are needing to slow down and be a bit more sustainable with your energy, be a bit more careful with yourself, I think, and just take a bit more rest. You don't need to do it all at once, and you don't need to do it all on your own. I feel like you do struggle a bit on your own to take it all on. I feel like you're a little bit guarded to ask for help. There might be also the concern that people don't know how to help you properly or won't be able to do it properly or in the way that you would like. I get that you might be a bit of a perfectionist within this group for some people here. So further ahead, the path ahead, this is nice, interesting, complex, a bit of both, a bit of everything. We've got the star and the moon first of all. So the star after the 6 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles is such a beautiful energy because it is optimism. It's coming out of the wasteland and into hope, into the bright times. So yeah, this yellow carries on into the next card of optimism and joy and this connection with these children here. It's having a great time, just enjoying play, enjoying a presence. With the moon card here, we've got the I want to kind of hold them all up. We've got Temperance, we've got the Devil, and the 8 of Wands as well. We've got the 9 of Swords and Strength there as well, but we'll get there. There's only so many hands. I do feel here that there are certainly a bit of fears and doubts about the path ahead and how it's all going to unfold and how it's all going to work out for you. I feel like you may be a bit of a perhaps a work addict here with the Devil card. I do get that that's a work addiction or somebody who just keeps really, really busy and doesn't perhaps take enough time to get the rest that you need and just to take it easy. You are needing to take it easy. It may be forced upon you for some people in this group, but I also feel that this doesn't necessarily have to be workaholics. With Temperance next to it, it can also be talking about the fears surrounding giving up an addiction of some kind, whether that's codependency in relationships, the addictions to a person or a pattern way of relating. It could also be substances, eating, not right for your type sort of thing. We've got ice cream there, so maybe it's a sugar addiction, and maybe it's cigarettes. It could be anything here. There's a lot of things that it could be, of course, with the devil energy, but with temperance on one side and the Eight of Wands on the other, it's like, I feel like it's going to be quite highlighted what doesn't belong for you. And even though with the moon there is a little bit of self-doubt and fear around your ability to abstain from this pattern of behavior or this thing, or whatever it is, this addiction or this thing that makes you feel powerless, although you may have a little bit of fear surrounding it, you have got what it takes to push on forward. And I feel like there's a great deal of synchronicities and signs that support that. It's kind of unavoidable, you know it. Now I can pick up these other cards, the Nine of Swords and the Strength card. Really does speak to this energy, doesn't it? Where you're sort of running away from your own fears. You're running away from the self-doubt and just getting on with it. Let's just do it. Here's the energy, the Eight of Wands, the Strength card. It's all there. You've got the courage, you've got the willpower, I want to say, to actually persevere here and run away from. Just disconnect and keep running from whatever this is that's not healthy for you. It doesn't serve you. There's so many major arcanas here, all of them except Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So this is telling me that I feel like you have got what it takes to navigate whatever this challenge is for you and to make the moves happen, to make action happen, to make movement forward. I do feel like you might need some help with this, but this to me also feels like somebody who wants to do it all by themselves. Or I don't know if that actually felt not right. I don't know if you want to do it all by yourself. I feel like maybe you feel like you have to sometimes, but help is available. I do think help is available, and if you don't feel that way, then I feel like you can seek it out, professional help perhaps, some sort of assistance there. I'd like to get one more. The Six of Cups. So yeah, we did speak about family matters, siblings and things like that as well. So definitely talking about family or long-term relationships, people that you've maybe from your past, from your childhood, things like that, that you may have to deal with. There may be some complications in those relationships. Three of Cups now as well. Let's get one more on that energy. The Four of Swords. So what did we say about rest? And I think this Three of Cups as well is about that, asking for help. That I do think that there are there are people that want to support you. You've got the Three of Pentacles as well. So it's abundantly clear that there is friendship, support, or family, or some sort of support community network that you can lean on in this time to help you pick up some of the slack or support you so that you can get the rest that you need. I feel like you may need to delegate some responsibility, even though you're very determined to get it all done by yourself and figure it all out, because you are very capable. Nobody is doubting your capability, Group 3. Hell no. But you are needing to acknowledge that you do need to take it easy. You've got this rest card here twice. You do need to be a bit more sustainable with your energy and slow down at the moment. And not give your energy away to things that just drain you. I think you're needing to maybe own your power a little bit here, own your decisions, own what you need, stand up for yourself when it comes to that sort of thing, really communicate quite clearly about the direction you're headed and what belongs. So in the challenge, we've got the Fool, Four of Pentacles, Page of Swords and the Hierophant. So taking a leap of faith, a fresh beginning is the challenge here. Leaping into the unknown, perhaps, leaving behind something that you have known quite well. That may be the challenge here as well with the Fool. You may be experiencing something you never have before here. With the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Hierophant, I see so many different storylines here. I do feel like you are, again, it's really talking to me about how busy you are and that you do have a lot going on. See how she's sort of sorting out the cupboard here, but there's a boiling pot on the stove as well, so she better pay attention. So I do feel like, yeah, you're really drawn between maybe personal life relationships, your workplace, being a parent, being a partner, being a friend, being, so many different responsibilities. Getting the house organized, planning for that holiday, paying, all those different responsibilities might be seeming to add up at the moment, and you're needing a bit of assistance. I get that here. For some people, it might also be trouble with authorities or trouble with organizations and getting the support you need from them. I think that the challenge might be doing your research here to get the information and support and structures that you need here with the Hierophant. That can be about organizations that can provide assistance to you. It can be schooling systems as well. So this might also be about planning your career and sort of doing the research you need to do to find yourself in the study that is right for you, perhaps, or taking. Yeah, I feel like the research is needed here. What else am I getting? Let me get one more card. See, I feel so lost on group 3 quite often, and it's yeah, definitely there again. And I don't think it's because I'm sick. Maybe it is. All right, we've got the World and the 6 of Wands fallen upright. Everything else can sort of go back. 6 of Wands and the World. 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. For some people, this could be about a divorce as well and sorting out your assets in that regard. Definitely can see that here, where you're having to sort of build your own new foundation, whether it's a new home, you're needing to find a new place to live and start again perhaps, or like I said before with the career stuff, maybe you're looking for the right career for you and what to study and how to sort of get your foot in the door, and what sort of information you need to gather. So it might be really challenging to find that foundation or take that step, because you might still feel a little stuck or trapped. So with the World and the 6 of Wands in the challenge area as well, it's like the challenge seems to be leaving behind the old chapter, the old experience, but not losing that experience. I think it's very valuable what you've learned. So bringing that with you, but leaving the baggage behind, and then allowing you to use that amazing experience that you've gained to really level up and take it to the next level in your career or in your life journey there as well. So I feel like, yeah, the challenge might... I honestly feel like I'm missing so much in this reading. I really do. I feel like there's so much more to be said. I've got the Knight of Cups here. What is the Knight of Cups challenging for? The Knight of Swords. What else have we got here? Ten of Swords, 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, okay. It could be also, yeah, definitely see here for some people there's been a heartbreak in a relationship. Perhaps you were with somebody who was a bit immature and maybe a little bit impulsive, or just argumentative perhaps as well. It could have to do with family. Again, 4 of Wands is here, but it just could be a relationship that has come to an end with the 10 of Swords here, and just like leaving that behind and not letting it block your future or your past, I think. Sorry, your future. Yeah, not let the past hold you back, I want to say. And if there is that you are, if it is that you are not, this is just a personal issue, and it's not that you want to fully remove yourself from this person or this job or this situation. I can see here that with good, strong communication, you can perhaps put the issue to rest and come out of this in a more victorious outcome, I guess we could say. Let's go to what will help with the this situation. I've got the Two of Wands here though, so it certainly does look like we're at a crossroads, and it is really time to leave the past behind and just embrace the next part of your journey and embrace the next exciting adventure. But in the challenge, what will help with the challenge, we've got Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess. So this is absolutely about communication. Maybe it's communicating to that boss or to your teacher or to somebody who's in a powerful position that could give you some help. Maybe it's about asking for that help with the Ace of Swords. Maybe it's about communicating your truth to someone so that you can create the change you wish to see. I do feel like once you do communicate to this person, there will be change happening quite quickly. And even if that change is challenging, I feel like I just want to say it's better than staying here. It's that sort of thing. It's better than, maybe you're feeling stuck in limbo or something, but it's certainly time to create, to communicate, to create change, to communicate as well about your dreams and what you are wishing to create here. With the King of Pentacles, I do feel like this is also getting clear about the business you wish to run or the career you wish to see yourself in or step into or grow or expand upon. With the King of Pentacles, that is somebody who's very successful with their finances and also very passionate about the work that they do. The Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess is also about big changes in regards to your destiny. And I do feel like, yeah, for a lot of you, this is also about leaving behind a job that just doesn't resonate with you anymore and letting yourself speak up about what it is you do want and not being afraid to chase those dreams and, find resolution for this issue. I feel like this is really a reading about finding resolution and that you are doing that. So in the further guidance, we have the Death card, Seven of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So even more talk about transformation, finding transformation really challenging with Death and Seven of Wands. It does look like big changes and things that might be outside of your control. There is a great deal of pain in this reading, there is, but there's also a great deal of release and letting go and doing what you can with what is left. It's like, no matter, I feel like this reading is really challenged at times, because it's like I keep getting this bit where I see that you're doing the best with what you can, you know, you're being optimistic and you're just doing your best, but then it's like all these challenges just keep surrounding, or just a new challenge perhaps comes up. I feel like that might be the case for Group 3 at the moment in life, a little bit here, but each time you've got what it takes to navigate that challenge again. And I do feel with the Queen of Swords here that while you are perhaps, for some people, feeling really emotional about this situation, it might be that you need some help to see things clearly, or to talk it out, or to make a plan, or somebody that can help you with the logical planning side of things, if it is that you're going through something extremely emotionally upheaving. Sorry, my words aren't the greatest today. I'm doing my best I can. But yeah, I do feel like some of this might be a really big emotional challenge, and that when emotions are high, it's really hard to see logic. It's hard to make a plan. It's so maybe speaking to somebody to getting the help you need to make a plan, to make the changes that are needed, because it might be really challenging and scary for you to come out of this energy or embrace transformation and change. But you're definitely needing to go through this change, because with Death on one side and Queen of Swords on the other, you will liberate yourself out of this hole of sadness. So if it's like a job you've been trapped in that just makes you miserable, even though it's going to be challenging and scary, and a great deal of change will happen in your life, it's going to bring you to this place of power. See this, how delighted she is. This person's so happy to teach her, and she's so happy to receive the information. It's that sort of energy. So I do see good collaborations around you. I do see support. I do see, regardless of challenge that surrounds you, you're just so capable. It just keeps coming back to that, and it's no different in the outcome. So we're starting with the Four of Cups. Okay, fair enough. There's 3 spilt cups here, as we always see in the Four of Cups. I love this card. Every tarot deck does an amazing depiction of it. But there is a golden opportunity within the challenges, or within the sense of loss, and that you may not be seeing right now. Okay, that's always the message. You may not be seeing this golden opportunity. I think you are your own golden opportunity, but same, I think as well, that is assistance, it's friends, it's support, it's colleagues, perhaps it's people that support you. What else have we got here? So 4 of Cups, we have the King of Swords, Judgment next, followed by I wasn't going to get extras, but I just did, because you know how group 3 makes me feel. Page of Wands, 8 of Swords, the Tower came out as well. So see how we've got, again, like on either side of this is sort of logical planning, you with the King of Swords. The Judgment card is awakening. It's realizations, it's answering the calling, it's hearing the truth, it's seeing things quite clearly. I think it's also, with this depiction, it's about living in devotion, living connected to your spirit, connected to your truth. It's all of that energy there, especially King of Swords next to it as well. Page of Wands, 8 of Swords, the Tower on the other side. It's like this person is a novice. This person is at a beginning journey. They're still learning. They're still learning their capabilities. They're still learning their boundaries. They're still learning what feels good to them. And they need to experience life to be able to learn that. This is somebody who needs to really go through the physical experiences before they know about things. And this person has let these lizards crawl all over them, and one's bitten the finger. So you think it would be wise to no longer allow that to happen and perhaps stand up. See, with the 8 of Swords, it's like this feeling of being trapped when you're not actually trapped. And then the Tower, it's almost like a poor decision, or a decision to allow something that you perhaps know that wasn't right for you, with the Devil card here as well. Like you're coming to realize something that doesn't belong, something that's not right for you, and that you actually do have what it takes to no longer be in that 8 of Swords energy, 9 of Swords over here. That you've actually got what it takes, strength. You've got the strength and the willpower it takes to up and leave, to walk away from that, to let the lizards fall off you so they can't bite your finger anymore, to not allow it anymore, perhaps, if that is the case for you here. But I do feel like there's a sense of entrapment to your, what do I want to say? What do I want to say? What is there a sense of entrapment to? Oh, nice, the Sun. I don't think there's enough cards in this deck. They're all on the table. I wonder if I can reach another deck. The Blessed Light Seers. Okay, 7 of Cups. The Sun again has come out. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Death card again. So, all right. The 4 of Cups on the bottom. All the same cards being repeated here, which is quite interesting for your outcome. So it is to say that regardless of how hard the situation might be to move through right now, how trapped you might feel, how much it feels like everything is just crumbling away. But there is actually a great opportunity for growth in this situation, even if you're not too sure which way to turn. All that you need to know is that this growth and change is happening for you to learn even more about yourself and about your purpose, to stand up for what you wish for in life and to actually live the life you wish to live, to go for the dreams that you wish to have unfold within your journey. You have got all of the potential, and that this, whatever this sense of loss is, I just want to say, I want to be careful actually, because everyone's situation's different. So I almost want to be like, fuck it. Whatever this is ain't nothing. But for some people, I want to say this might be very sensitive. So I don't want to say that. It's a bit tricky when it's general, because for some people, like I said, it's a very light-hearted situation, and for others, it's very, very intimate and personal and heavy. But either way, these are empty for a reason, and this one is not. This one is a golden opportunity, and it's here for you. Oh yes, and I just dropped the Queen of Cups. That's exactly right. Look at that, even in this depiction, all these empty cups, and she's like looking at it so disappointed that it hasn't worked out. But this beautiful cup right here, I want to say this Queen of Cups, and that's what I was going to just say before, and I have already in this reading, that you are your opportunity. And I do feel that here, following your intuition, following your heart, following your dreams and your intuition. Follow what you want for you in this life, the work you wish to do, the ways in which you wish to be of service, the way you care for yourself as well. I do feel like it really is time to take a bit of rest. So let's jump over to the Oracle cards. It's been a bit of a long one here today. We've got that wasteland, sustainability and slowing down. We've got communication is key, new moon in Gemini. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So it may be that through communication, we've already seen that here a fair bit, about communicating clearly about what it is that you want, asking for help, things like that. It will help you bring this personal issue to resolution. We also have I am determined and I am a problem solver. Very, actually, it was sitting this way. Problem solver is looking over there. You're very determined to solve all of your own issues, perhaps even on your own. Definitely get the really independent energy here, maybe a bit of a queen bee or a busy bee perhaps as well. And we have some, I forget what they're called, they'll be in the description box anyway. I seek truth, wisdom and heart-aligned helpfulness in every belief I choose to cultivate. I seek truth, wisdom and heart-aligned helpfulness in every belief I choose to cultivate. This is about seeing that there is actually opportunity available for you and to not be dismayed, I feel. To be supportive mentally of where you're at and what you're capable of. I tune in to faithfully listen for the authentic, empowered, creative voice of my soul, guiding me flawlessly on my life journey. This is about listening to your intuition. And there's also so much communication energy here with all of this blue. So there's a lot for you to speak up on this week, group 3, I feel. A lot for you to speak up on, even if it's only to yourself, even if it's just to declare to the universe what it is you want. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. More blue. You miss the beauty when you are stressed. Be gentle with yourself, be messy sometimes and let it all go. I do feel this is also another indication of just letting yourself be a bit of a mess, but rest, even if the house needs cleaning. I definitely felt that over the last few days. I am someone who loves a tidy home, and I find it hard to rest if the home isn't tidy. But when you're that sick, you just gotta let it be. Let it be messy, it's okay. Continue to make the most of every open door. there are opportunities available for you. I feel like this is to do with seeking assistance as well, that there is, I feel like there may be offers of help that you may feel like maybe you can't trust, or you just feel like you've got to do something. If you want something done properly, you've got to do it yourself, that whole thing. Again, that actually comes back to a belief that doesn't support with this one. Is it this one? No, this one. I seek truth, wisdom, and heartfelt helpfulness in every belief I choose to cultivate. So that wouldn't be a belief to believe that you have to do it all on your own is not a helpful belief to cultivate. So I think take people up on the offer for help if they have offered it to you. Just, yeah. Know that whatever decision you made, it was the right one. And that definitely looks like this decision you've made in the past to leave something behind that is very, very painful for you and bring yourself into a more supportive lifestyle, environment, or workplace, or relationships, or whatever. Good luck sometimes comes disguised as bad luck. Don't we know it? You have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. Absolutely. Don't fear a blank canvas. Use it to turn your life into a masterpiece. Oh yeah. And the self-love prompts are drop the excuses. When you drop all the excuses, you'll start seeing the results. Clear your energy. Refuel your energy. Reclaim your power. Another indication of just taking it easy, getting a bit of rest. Balancing that out, that need to be doing all the time. Plan your career, create milestones, and have a strategy to set yourself up for success. Definitely see that message here for some people that are looking to expand on their career or even take a whole new venture altogether. Own your power. Fix the external by changing the internal. Own your power. I think this is also about speaking up on the things that you need and setting boundaries as well. Ritual to experience the magic of life. First, you must practice it. This is about showing up every single day to a certain series of events, and it doesn't have to be all about witchcraft and magic. It can be so mundane and beautiful. It can be a ritual of taking a walk and connecting to your physical senses. It can be a ritual that you put on a bit of music in the morning instead of scrolling Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, just change it up and then show up for it every day. That's what makes it a ritual. Just keep doing it. And then love your work. Ask yourself today if what you're doing is truly making you happy. That's the last card for you today, group 3. So I'm going to leave it there for you beautiful people. I hope that reading gave you, it's a really long one, I'm sorry, 40 minutes. I hope that reading gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance in this somewhat confusing situation you may find yourself in. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.